Okay. What is up, guys? It is me, Adrian, and welcome back to Adrian Sullivan. Today, I will reveal the shocking truth about my medical issues. So if you guys didn't know, I have medical issues. Yes. One of them, including autism. Yes, autism is an issue, but it's also an ability to be smart and do really cool things that some kids cannot do, including the taco tongue. So, another shocking truth about me is that I don't produce hormones. If you don't know what hormones are, they're basically like things that go around your body that control your feelings. Some of them control your feelings. Some of them control your anger. Some of them control your strength, and some of them control your growth. Let me go get something. I'm back. What's inside here that helps me grow? This inside here is it's like an EpiPen. It's not an EpiPen. It's a needle, a shot, basically. So this is my needle or my shot, and I use this to grow. Inside it is growth hormone. Every time this runs out of growth hormone, I get another cartridge. And then my mom puts it in here, and then it resets and gets more growth hormone. And then you would open it, and there's a little weeny needle. See, there's a little bit of growth hormone dripping out. So, that is a needle that goes into my arm, and it helps me grow. You have to be very careful with that needle, okay? Don't worry, I have a bunch more if it breaks, but be really careful with the needle, okay? They don't last forever. And I used to have an old needle just like this, but then it stopped working for some reason, and then my mom had to get me this. And I started taking this needle when I was 2 years old, okay? When I was a toddler is what I'm saying. So, this helps me grow. It goes in my arm. Don't worry, guys, I'm not going to do it. It goes in my arm, and then you count to 10. Then you stop pinching, and then you take it out. Now let me put this back. another thing that I have is also a needle. But it's only used for emergencies. I don't know where it is. I think it's still at the pharmacy. It hasn't been picked up yet, but that needle is it will only be used for emergencies. Like when I get really, really, really sick and my mom doesn't want to go to the hospital, she gets the emergency needle, and she only did it once to me. And she injected it in my leg. She injected it in my leg, and it made me feel better. And that was a long time ago. But that needle is only used for emergencies, and it actually looks like a real shot at the hospital. When you do blood work, the needle looks just like the shots at the blood work place, except it injects something. It doesn't suck something out of you like your blood. It only injects something into your bloodstream. Anyway, another thing is that when I was only 10 months old, guys, I got sepsis. Okay, this is when it starts to get, this is when it gets serious, okay? I had sepsis when I was only 10 months old, okay? And then my mom had to call an ambulance and rush me to the hospital. And they figured out that I had septic shock. Yes, if you don't know what septic shock is, I'll link a video in the description so you'll know what septic shock is, but I'll try to explain it. Septic shock is when your blood gets poisoned and your organs shut down. Yes, that happened to me when I was only 10 months old. And then the hospital saved me from dying. Isn't that nice? I have a hospital that is the best kids hospital in the whole world. Yes, I go to the best kids hospital in the whole world. Yeah, it's crazy. And I had to go in a coma for like 12 days, and then I had to be in the hospital for probably 45 days. 45 days. Probably 45 days. No, 43 to recover from my septic shock, and then I went home and yeah, I even have a scar from when I got septic shock. You probably don't see it, but it's on my neck where a feeding tube is, and there's one on my nose. You might not see it either, but there is one on my nose from also a tube that went in my nose. And I also had a ventilator on me and everything. So yeah. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of issues, including autism and everything. Like, that hospital has saved me a lot of times. For example, one time I got pneumonia. They didn't have to use a ventilator at all. They just had to use an IV in my arm to inject medicine into me. So, yeah. And then there's this really cool button, a red button. You press it, and then you just speak, and then a nurse will come to your room. So, the IV was connected to a machine. I actually had an IV in my arm a lot of times before, but the IV was connected to a machine, and I can't move. I couldn't move. I could move my body, but I cannot walk away from the machine because the IV was connected to it. So I had to press that red button every single time I had to go to the bathroom. Yes, every single time I had to go to the bathroom. Press that red button, I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, every single time. And also, you get room service to your room at sickkids. So, when it's breakfast time, there's like this book that you can look. There will be breakfast section, a dinner selection, and a lunch. But obviously, at breakfast time, I go to the breakfast selection, and then I choose whatever I want. And yeah, it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool because you actually get room service to a room. You do have to wait a little, though, for them to prepare the food and go to the room. So, yeah, that is really cool that you get room service in sickkids. And yeah, although some people do not like the hospital, this might sound weird, but I kind of do like going to sickkids because they make me feel really happy there. Like, they make me feel like I'm not sick. They make me feel really happy and forget about being sick. That's why I like going to. That's why I like going to sickkids. You might not like going to sickkids, but that's okay. That's okay. You don't need to like going to the hospital and being sick. I don't like to be sick. I don't like the feeling of being sick. I only like when I go to sickkids and they treat me like an actual good person. Like they are happy to make me feel comfortable there. Obviously, my mom brings me there when I'm sick because she really wants me to get better. And she also treats me really nice. And yeah, if you like to bring your kid to sickkids, then you could search sickkids on Google Maps, and then you could go there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a comment and subscribe. And goodbye from Adrian Sullivan. Bye!